Hello dear friends, this particular time I want to share with you our duty, responsibility, sincerity, commitment and devotion towards our motherland. All of us are born in a particular piece of land called a country, a nation, and we must serve our nation. We must love our nation. We must have the passion to make every citizen of our nation happy, prosperous. But beloved friends, today the world has become very small. Even I travel all over the world, stay in different countries. My people are here and there scattered, and they have made every land, every nation their own country. So patriotism today is not only confined to a small piece of land, but in the modern science where the space has been conquered and people are living and traveling all over the world. Our true patriotism to believe that the world is a family, and that has been conceived of in the tradition of India long back in our Vedas and Upanishads. BASUDHEV KUTUMBKAM, and one of the greatest monk of our India, when he was addressing the World Religion of Parliament, addressed to the Americans, sisters and brothers of America. So the dear friends, in this modern concept, the patriotism is universal brotherhood. The whole world is our nation. The whole earth planet is our country. But simultaneously, I wish to share with you the concept and the belief of different great people, how they think about being a patriotic person. One of the greatest poet, Nobel laureate, the author of If, Rudyard Kipling, expresses opinion. Our hearts, where they rocked our cradle. Our love, where we spent our toil, and our faith, and our hope, and our honor. We pledge to our native soil. God gave all men, all earth to love, but since our hearts are small, ordained for each one spot should prove beloved over all. The great Rudyard Kipling. Patriotism is a kind of religion. It is the egg from which wars are hatched. Patriotism is the last refusal of the scoundrel. Samuel Johnson said once, patriotism is the virtue of the vicious. Patriotism is the virtue of the vicious. Patriotism is the willingness to kill and be killed for trivial reasons. Patriotism is our conviction that this country is superior to all other countries because you were born in it. George Bernard Shaw. Friends, definitely these are not acceptable in the modern time. Patriotism is thinking the whole universe, the whole world, the earth planet is one nation with one goal, one purpose, to care for every human being belonging to one nation. In the truest sense, freedom cannot be bestowed. It must be achieved It is easy to take liberty for granted when you have never had it taken from you. It is the love of the country that has lighted and that keeps glowing the holy fire of patriotism. Liberty is the breath of life in a nation. Loyalty to the country always. Loyalty to the government when it deserves. Mark Twain. Men love their country not because it is great, but because it is their own. My God, how little do my countrymen know that precious blessings they are in possession of, and which no other people on earth enjoy. Thomas Jefferson. Nationalism is an infantile disease. It is the measles of mankind. So, dear friends, a different philosophy, different concept and different understanding of patriotism is here. This is my own, my native land, whose heart hath never within him borne. As home his footsteps he hath turned from wandering on a foreign stand. Abraham Lincoln defined, democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. Equal rights for all. A special privilege for none. Freedom is nothing but a chance to be better. Freedom is the oxygen of soul. He loves his country best, who strives to make his best. He who loves not his countryman or country can love nothing. Heroism on command, senseless violence, and the loathsome nonsense that goes by the name of patriotism. How passionately I hate them. Albert Einstein. I am not an Athenian or a Greek. I am a citizen of the world, Socrates. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. If our country is worth dying for in the time of war, let us resolve that it is truly worth living for in time of peace as well. In the chariot of light from the region of the day, the goddess of liberty came. She brought in her hand the pledge of her love. The plant she named Liberty Tree. This is the concept of Thomas Paine Julie. Dear friends, these are the different concepts of the great people. A man's country is not a certain area of land, of mountains, rivers and woods, but it is a principle, and patriotism is loyalty to that principle. A man's feet must be planted in his country, but his eyes should survey the world. A patriot must always be ready to defend his country against the government. A politician will do nothing to keep his job. Even he can become sometime patriot. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. The great President John F. Kennedy's opinion. Dear friends, these are the different concepts I narrated you by different people. These are the great philosophy of life. We should understand that in the modern concept, the patriotism lies in loving the whole planet as your own nation. Sweet and glorious It is to die for your country. But it is more rational, logical and wise to serve the whole earth planet as you love your country, as you love your countrymen. The love of one's country is a splendid thing. But why should love stop at the border? It should spread beyond your borders. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time. The blood of the patriots and tyrants. It is its natural manure. The wind that blows through the sky in these mountains, the winds that sweep from Canada to Mexico, from the Pacific to the Atlantic, have always blown on free men. This is a quote from Franklin D. Roosevelt. When joined hands in hand, brave Americans are, by uniting we stand, by dividing we fall. This is Dickinson. There is nothing wrong in being a patriot, but don't confine your patriotism to your small piece of land. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. Those who won our independence believe liberty to the secret of happiness and courage to the secret of liberty. To me it seems a dreadful indignity to have a soul controlled by geography. We hold these truths to self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unbelievable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We must be free, not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it, just not for us, but for the entire humanity on this planet. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. What pity it is that we can die, but once to serve our country. Joseph Addison's idea. When you see a rattlesnake poisoned to strike, you do not wait until he has struck to crush it. Franklin D. Roosevelt. When liberty dwells, there is my country. And I say, when liberty and freedom and happiness, prosperity dwells, that is my nation. That is our planet. Dear friends, this universal brotherhood, living together, sharing together, brainstorming, putting all the great ideas, putting all the resources, man, machine, method and material to save this planet from the people who are narrow-minded and they think a small geographical area is their land. But dear friends, in this modern time, the world belongs as your nation and you have to be patriotic to this earth, to every citizen of this world. God bless this planet earth. God bless all of you who believe in universal brotherhood, sharing everything together and not confining your patriotism to the boundaries of the small nation, but confining beyond the sky, above sun, below the sun, and everywhere where human race can reach. This is your real patriotism. I wish best of luck to all of you. Be patriotic, be nationalist, but your nation is the whole world, the earth planet. That is only possible once we understand that the life is very short We are living here for a short time. One day we have to die. And so we have lived happily with love, grace and gratitude. And we need cooperation. We need to share. It is very, very clear and evident that the great scientists, the great philosopher, whatever they have invented, discovered, that has spread to the service of every individual of this planet. So there is no narrow-mindedness now. We owe to all these great people from different part of the world, from different geographical region. BASUDHEV KUTUMBKAM, universal brotherhood. And we should not say only Jai Hind, but we should say loudly Jai Vishwa, victory to the whole universe, victory for all the people of this smart planet, one of the most living planet of the solar system. Thank you very much. Victory to the entire universe, to this planet. Thanks for watching.